Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's having a magnificent weekend. I just got back from New York City. I had a wonderful day. And what I'm going to do is the 16 random questions tag. I was tagged by Leo Lion LV, and I have my questions right here. And I'm going to show you some samples of Tom Ford cologne while I go over my questions. And if anybody has heard of any of these, if they have any feedback, I would love to hear it. The first question is, how'd you get your YouTube username? My YouTube username is Stanley Dragon Jr. And I love dragons, and I had a tiny pink stuffed dragon that would come with me on road trips. And when I started my YouTube channel, I, for purposes for work, couldn't use my real name and loved the little pink dragon. I love a series of books from Piers Anthony, and there was a dragon called Stanley in it. So when I got the little baby pink dragon, I had always named him Stanley anyway. So that's how Stanley Dragon Jr. popped up. So, and the next question is, if you could change your name to anything, what would it be and why? I don't want to change my name. I like my name. My name suits me. I did shorten it to MJ, and that's about all you need to know, because if I like my name, I'm keeping it. I mean, obviously other people want to call you certain things, haha, during certain times, but the name I was born with and given on my birth certificate, I have shortened it to MJ and love it. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be? For me, it would be to spend more time with my parents. I lost both my parents, and I miss them terribly. When you're growing up, you don't think about, you always hear people like say, love your brother and sister, or love your mother and father. And you're like, yeah, whatever. And every time your mom calls you, you roll your eyes, or your dad calls you, I love you. I really wish, knowing what I knew, I would have really spent more time with them. And every time they would call, I would spend more time answering the phone. But of course, we're young and we don't pay attention to these things. How old were you when you first learned to blow a bubblegum bubble? I was in second grade, and my mom was always doing it, and she taught me. And I remember I was in second grade because the next day for show and tell, I went and showed everyone in school how I could blow a bubble. And then, of course, I got in trouble for chewing gum because I was chewing gum all day long after that. Number 5, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a marine paleontologist. I studied, and this is from a young age, I love dinosaurs. So then from dinosaurs going forward, I would love the history of evolution. And then I got into horses, and that all changed. But I still, when I can, I still creep the halls of the American Museum of Natural History. And whenever I go to seminars and stuff, I try to do that. And I try to do that as much as possible. What do you order at Starbucks? Obviously, when I go to Starbucks, I have a problem with their menu because it's too complicated for me and I just want a regular coffee. So sometimes when I want something, I don't end up getting what I want because they confuse me. I just tell them, can I just have this? And then when they order it, it's most of the time it's right. I'm a little bit of a nerd and dork with that, but most of the time it's regular coffee or a French vanilla coffee. And when I want to get fancy, I have a cafe mocha. What's the hardest you ever laugh? I laugh all the time, so that's going to be hard to tell. If you could play any musical instrument, what would it be and why? It would be the piano. I'm going to start showing you guys the samples, and if anybody smells any of this or knows any of this, let me know. I love the piano. Growing up as a child at my grandparents' house, we had a baby grand. That was my mom's, and my mom taught me how to play one song on the piano, aside from the normal chopsticks or this I liked and I smelled it. I like this. And so I always wanted to learn how to play piano. And then when my grandparents passed away, I begged my mom to take the baby grand piano, which at that point was 80 years old. And it was stunning. It was beautiful, which I would have kept it. But we lost the piano in a fire. And after that, my heart was broken, and I kind of stayed away from it a little bit. But, yep, so I would play the piano, and that's why. The next question is, what is your favorite thing to do when you're upset? I usually drive or clean. I'm always cleaning or driving. I mean, I'm always driving anyway, but if I'm upset and I need to, do something, I would get in the car and pick some place and drive there. But if it's like weather permitting, or if I'm at work, I'm cleaning. So if I'm at work and I'm annoyed with something, I'll start cleaning the tack or the tack room or the horses or whatever. So, the next one is, what's your favorite movie? Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think I saw that movie as a kid maybe 100 times. And I like The Fifth Element. And I love... what was the other movie recently? I love all the like Avenger movies and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pick. But I just picked Raiders of the Lost Ark because I could see that movie like 100 times. More even, I guess. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. There's so many, too many to pick a favorite. You can never really pick one favorite. What one food can you not live without? Chocolate, 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 chocolate. I want to go to the planet of chocolate. I want to eat chocolate, drink chocolate, have chocolate all day long. But if I need nutrition, I like sushi. But yeah. What's your favorite pizza topping? I like the cheeses and I guess sausage and pepperoni. Would you rather have the superpower to read minds or be invisible? I would rather be invisible because pretty much people do things if they're thinking about it. And if you're invisible, actions speak louder than words. So if people are doing things and they don't think you're around, you can see their true nature. Oh, what is this thing over here? And so basically, and plus two, sometimes it comes in handy. I don't know, not to in a bad way, but like in a good way. Who knows? But I just would rather be invisible. Sometimes it just, what if, I don't know, you rip your pants or something and you have a big hole in your pants and at least you're invisible, nobody could see you, I guess, But yeah, I don't really need to read people's minds because, like I said, you could pretty much tell the way they are. I really don't care what people think. I just care what people do and what they say in their actions because really thinking preludes to doing. So doing to me is, I know people say, but if you know what they're thinking, can't you, you could tell what they're going to do. I'm like, you can tell what they're going to do just by, most of the time, by the way they are anyway. I know I'm a rambler. What did you do for your last birthday? I had a couple of things happen and I went to Montreal. And, when you're in hold on the, when you got hold music, do. Well, here's the hold music while I open that box. Hold on. But the hold music is for your eyes. And let's see if I can hold on a minute. I'm going to put this down and check that out. Yay! Mission accomplished. So, while I'm still talking, we're going to admire that. If you had one personal selfish wish, what would it be and why? I would have my parents come back. Who is your style inspiration? I work. My style is my work. My style inspiration is I'm inspired by what is easy and convenient for me at work because that's just really it. I like comfortable, look at that. I like comfortable clothes. I like,